Good morning. Today's episode is actually sponsored by WeBoost. They sent me this really cool 4G booster, and I want to share this with you. I'm going to do a couple episodes about this because I think it's really important for van dwellers, off-grid people, and cruisers. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm going to do a basic install on this, set it up, and then down the road we're going to set it up on top of the mast, and I'm so excited for that. All right, WeBoost. This episode has been sponsored by WeBoost, so link in the description, check them out. Let's get the day started.
I like that.
Alright, now I can think a little bit. We got the space a little cleared up. So let's talk about the WeBoost. The WeBoost is a 4G booster. I get the question all the time from viewers like you guys, how do I stay connected? How do I do this? How do I do that? I showed you guys the Wi-Fi antenna. For a lot of people that was a bit too much. Now the Wi-Fi antenna is really cheap, but it's only really useful in very specific kind of orientations. This guy, a little bit more expensive, but very simple and useful all the time. So let's open it up and let's see what's inside. All right, so here it comes in the box. Oh. Right, box. Open that guy up. Manuals. Here is the Boost, the 4GX. Protect your purchase. So as you can see, basically it is a self-contained unit. There's not much else here. You got the power input, you've got the outside antenna, and you've got the inside antenna. That's pretty much it. So that's pretty much tells you what this thing does. You mount it inside somewhere. You attach the outside antenna to a high gain boosting antenna that's usually somewhere nice high up outside of your vehicle, for instance in a car or RV. You're in a giant electromagnet with all that negative current going through the frame of the vehicle. So getting an antenna outside of that is going to do you much good. And in boat terms, I mean, we're traveling greater distances, so it's good to have a really powerful antenna and also put one on top of the mast, which gives you a lot more range. Underneath this, we got some gift cards. Take photos, send it in, register your signal boost today. Oh, cool. That's like really modern. So you do it with your smartphone. That's kind of cool. And then we just got a tray here. This is the power source. So here we go. We got some cables. Let's look at these really quickly. Now this system looks like it's made to run on a 12 volt and it outputs 6 volts. So this system actually runs on a 6 volt. So yeah, that's a thing. And then we got this antenna here. This got a fairly long cable, and this is, I guess, your interior antenna. Or hold on, we got one more thing in the package. Ah, never mind. This is your interior antenna. Okay. I'll just tear that open. Okay, so we got some Velcro double stickies, alcohol pads to clean it up, and your interior antenna, and your exterior antenna. So just with the WeBoost, you get everything you need. Now, let's talk about what they actually sent me. Now guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, sponsorship does have its perks, and one of the major perks is WeBoost sent me this product free of charge, and they also sent me a complete marine setup. So that's your basic WeBoost right there. Let's talk about what they sent me as well. Okay, so in conjunction with the WeBoost they sent me, their parent company, Wilson Electronics, also sent me this really nice marine antenna. So look at this thing. This is the real deal. Totally sealed up. It's got a huge connector at the base. And look at the cable. They gave me this cable to mount it on the top of my mast when I get my mast. And look at the gauge on this cable. This is some super high quality. I've never seen a coax cable or antenna cable of this quality. This is really supreme. Really nice. Not very flexible. because it's so thick. Well, actually, it's not bad, actually. It's not bad. And yeah, and then that also comes with all kinds of mounting hardware. We got some, is this stainless or aluminum? It doesn't feel like aluminum. If it's aluminum, it's really chunky. Really skookum. Oh, wow. Okay, that's some pretty machine stuff here. So this is mounting hardware. I guess this mounts, yeah, over top. So you mount it like that, and then you could feed the cable through it. And yeah, so this whole setup is supposed to help us mount it on top of the mast. Now, I don't have mast yet, so that's gonna have to wait. We're just gonna set this up as is with just the basic WeBoost and try it out. First things first, I need to actually mount a 12-volt outlet because I haven't actually done that yet. Shrink wrap, shrink wrap. Everybody loves shrink wrap. Keeps us nice and dry, keeps us away from corrosion. Okay. Alright, before you connect the power, you're going to want to connect the two antennas. That's very important for any kind of antenna system. Connect the antennas before power. It also comes with this nifty little mounting bracket that just clips in like that. There you go. Alright, the verdict is in. I went up from 0 bars up to 2 bars. I think I'm going to work a little bit around with the placement of that antenna, as right now I just kind of stuck it wherever, and maybe I'll power up that really big antenna and get it running, and I'll probably get even better reception. But that's really what it comes down to. These guys offer a lot of different packages using the WeBoost with different antennas. So I got the marine application antenna, and it's pretty big and chunky and very waterproof looking. So we'll have to test that guy out down the road. But for now, I'm just happy I can call my mom. And, you know, the lumberyard. I've been just driving down to the lumberyard every time I need to place an order instead of just calling them. Champ doesn't mind, though, because they always give him biscuits. So he's pretty okay with that, aren't you, buddy? Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, the framing on the bed is done, and we just gotta wait for that to set. It's a little bit warmer today, so it should set pretty quick, probably be done by the end of today. Yeah, it's a nice thing about epoxy is it will set no matter pretty much what the temperature almost. It's just, as it gets below 10 degrees, it gets long and long and longer. It can be a little frustrating sometimes, so I'm gonna get some heat on in a bit. Even though it is pretty warm today, I want to really make sure that sets well. And then after that, we can start framing in some of the other things in that berth. I'm so excited to lay in like shelving, and then I can start wiring and plumbing in like a air control system. Oh boy, it's gonna turn into like a really fancy little bedroom over there. I'm looking forward to that. With the bed pretty much complete, I am now turning back to the dinghy, and I am strengthening my dagger board slip so that we can look at how we're going to build the benches and any kind of storage compartments we want to fit in there. We're getting very close. The days are warming up, and we're almost at a point where we get to pull that dinghy out and rebuild it. Oh, it's going to be good. Think of that. A nice little dagger board. Like an upside down shark. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, with the dagger board and dagger board sleeve done, I am pretty much exhausted, but I think I'm going to do one more thing, and I'm going to start measuring out the new benches, and we'll cut some of those slats to size and get them ready. And then, yeah, we'll pretty much just be able to do everything else in one day and get the whole boat ready to go. We just got to pick our time right. All right, let's do this. Okay, well, I am pretty much done for today. I am just running out of space for epoxy to dry. I've been using this new steering stick that somebody anonymously gave in the wish list, or maybe not intentionally anonymously, again, like that wish list issue we were having, but it's super handy. I just hooked this up to my drill. I can mix up a batch perfectly, and it cures and sets a little bit faster than I was getting before. I think I was well agitating it, but maybe not quite as much as I could have, and this thing does a really good job. Really excited about that. Anyway, that's pretty much all I'm going to get done today. I just want to talk a little bit more about that WeBoost system. It does require cell service, so this is not like a free internet all the time kind of fix that I'm often getting people asking me. This requires cell phone fix, so it could be if you had a good data package, like if you're in the US or anywhere in Asia or anywhere where data package is a little bit cheaper than they are here in Canada, it would be a very good solution because you could just run your entire mobile office from that or whatever, and you would be connected almost all the time. I could very few places that would not work. On the other hand, it's also very simple compared to the Wi-Fi antenna that requires either some sort of bouncing system, a little computer, multiple Wi-Fi cards. It gets a little bit more complicated. So a data package is a lot simpler. Plus it's a security feature, you know, being able to make a phone call in a lot more remote places comes in super handy. And as I'm traveling around in this boat, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest, there's a lot of mountains, there's a lot of interruptions of the signal, so having a nice big powerful antenna 50 feet up in the air, it's going to make a huge difference. I'm really happy they sent it to me. Thanks so much to WeBoost. Check out the link in the description. They got some good information in there for you guys, and I'm going to go into more detail about the WeBoost as I set it up more permanently. But it was just fun to try it out today, and I think I'm going to call my mom, see what she's up to. All right, guys. Good night.